Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to Dire Bear, and welcome to Falskallan Nights. It's been a while. Uh, I had taken a vacation, a well-needed break, and I'm glad I did. But then also got sick the week after, so couldn't run a game for that. Then the week after was a concert that had been rescheduled onto the day that should have been played. So, in turn, what should have been 2 weeks turned into a month. I'm not sorry. It just, it was well needed. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be almost prepared for everything my players are going to throw at me. Although, let's just be honest, as a DM, we're always surprised. Always. But I hope all of you have been safe, happy, healthy, and not getting sick. Because getting sick sucks. But before we get into a game, we're going to go through a couple of announcements. First things first, we would like to thank D&D Beyond for sponsoring us tonight, because without them, we would not have any of our character sheets consolidated into one spot, but also it has all player books and references. And because now that D&D Beyond has been acquired by Wizards of the Coast, a lot of the source materials are now officially put through D&D Beyond. So with that, they'll always have bundles for everything, great character creation, amazing monsters that are there, but it also has a whole bunch of homebrew stuff from all the players that keep inputting things. So, in turn, anything I decide to make or throw at my players, they can find on D&D Beyond. I'm just not going to tell them until it's too late. We also have Dire Bear merch. If you look at Streamlabs, Dire Bear, we have a couple of shirts, some stickers, all that. And if you purchase, it helps supports our company, which then turns gives us the ability to create more content for you to enjoy. Nonetheless, I think that's kind of everything. Well then, I would say let's roll into tonight's episode of Falskallan Nights. Last time on Falskallan Nights, I've missed this opening. Team Them had helped Violet Fury protect Menestad during the attack on the Harvest Festival and the castle that was set ablaze, fending off Izana Ravenford from further damage, but coming to the realization that Garnham, a counselor and parliamentary body, had killed Orlin Felderwin, a seer in Azure Perfectionist's Academy for the Gifted Arcanist, taking two lockets that were being studied by him at the time. With Team Them and the other guards helping those that were trapped in the castle while it was set ablaze, they were finally able to rest until Violet Fury demanded to know where the enemy was coming from, trying to shift the blame onto Sabric and Gelvin Clevis, the local underground ringleaders. They had come to give information that there was a half-orc leaving the town by boat heading south, while guards had reported the sight of a hellish horse being ridden by a small girl flying ease. With that information in hand, Spleen, Diamondback, and Yimmer had decided that if the trail was hot, that they would go ahead and try and catch up to the half orc in question. With the aid of a fly spell by Howard, the group had left, splitting Halsterian and Howard with the rest of them. Hot on the trail, Yimmer, Diamondback, and Spleen followed the river heading south, talked to some deer that they saw about someone being loud on a boat. Knowing that they were heading in the right direction, the river gang had pushed forward 3 days of travel down the Almond River. During this time, Howard and Halsterian were helping pick up from the rubble of the castle and trying to figure out what had happened. With a Speak of the Dead spell cast on Orland, they had found that the lockets in question could be a key to extraplanar realms. Any extraplanar realms. On the third day, the river gang had come up onto a shoreline, finding an abandoned boat. Tracks had led up to a cliff face. Hearing concussions of something off in the distance. Coming up onto the ridge. Oh no. Please don't tell me. I think my landlord's about to have a party.
No.
Well, we haven't heard anything come through
Or
yet.
heavier,
I will let you know if we
Son.
do.
I hear a lot of revelry. On the third, with the concussions off in the background. I'm sorry for that distraction. I'm just... Poor timing is what that is. They came upon the port city of Lumengi, being fired upon by a series of boats with black sails and a white handprint imprinted on its face. River Gang, you're staring over a city being bombarded, and the tracks in front of you running seemingly towards it.
How many ships?
So you'll see one galleon, a bark, 2 frigates, and 2 ketches. It is a mini armada. You see the cliff sides firing back, and you see what is to be the Citadel, also known as the Rock. The main battle armaments and all the cannon firing back at these ships. The port seems to be blockaded because there's a couple of storm barriers sticking out from the sides of the beaches to help funnel anything in and out.
I immediately start scanning the skies to see if there's any white dragons around.
Make a perception check.
That's gonna go add to the mix.
Say 24.
That's a 24?
Yep.
You're looking around, you're pretty sure you're not seeing anything like that.
Well, on the bright side, nothing in the air and no sign of our scarred up friend.
Yeah. The background, you're still hearing. See that there are a bunch of ships within the port that are looking to be damaged, or if they're trying to get out, they're being blockaded.
What the hell is happening? They're fully under attack. Is that the White Hand?
Sure looks like it.
Ah, shit. Oh, shit. What do we do? This is bad.
I
Well,
can't help but think that we are quite underprepared for this situation. Uh, can we get on a boat? Or do we have... Uh, yeah, I really don't know.
I mean, we're really close to this freaking traitor. I say we wrap this guy up. We need to tell the others.
I mean, we can try, but I don't know. Apparently, Howard ain't been feeling all that talkative the last couple of days.
I've been
Why?
sending a message or two.
You sent one that got misinterpreted.
Oh shit, you're right.
As far as you know, we're just having orgies down the river.
I forgot.
God, stop that.
Forgot about that.
So how far away can we see the our quarry?
So you're asking if you can see Garnham?
Yeah,
Mhm.
like are we aware of his exact location, or are we just kind of
No,
we've
you're
just kind of happened upon
you
a
just
siege?
you just happened upon a siege.
Hmm.
As far as you know, you're behind him. You don't know
Well,
where he is, but the tracks are pointing towards. You're basically not on a cliff face, but you're on enough of a hill to overlook what looks to be the coastline. You see this beautiful, like if it wasn't for the ships, it would be a beautiful emerald green, like waters and just like cliff sides, white cliff sides that follow the face of the water and whatnot. The river that you guys had gone off of, you see shooting out in between the city of Lumengi.
well, came this far. Might I suggest it might be better with some walls between us and the boomsticks?
Yeah, it always worked for me.
Right?
I mean, Spleen, what, I don't know, what would Helsterian and Hal do in this type of situation?
Speaking
What?
of,
What question is that?
I mean, you know your style of adventure better than we do. I mean, to be honest, Yimmer and I'd probably just go, well, that's that, and turn around. Not to cast aspersions.
No, I'm more of a talky and a stabby, not a rawr kind of guy. That seems more like Spleen's foray expertise. So how should we this situation?
We the guy, and then we do what Diamondback says, and probably nothing we can do there.
All right. So, depending on how these tracks go, we just need to get into a city actively under siege by a bunch of crazy orcs that might want us dead. Find a traitor. Kidnap a traitor without pissing off the local guards. Get him out of said besieged city, back onto our little rowboat, and then go back up the river.
You're assuming that he's already in there. He could be still make his way down.
Fair enough.
So if we go now and follow the tracks, these tracks, they're pretty hot.
All right.
Yep. Let's get to it then.
There's a lot of noise already, so honestly, us being stealthy might not be worth it. So
Understand.
Maybe being stealthy wasn't all that worth it for me earlier anyway. Sorry again about that.
yeah.
I would like everybody to make.
Dice. I need those.
Ooh. Would it be a survival check or would it be perception checks? Survival.
I'm a survivor.
Because you're using your survival skills to track.
All right.
18.
Not
22.
good.
18, 22,
11.
11. So you start heading down the hillside, going into where the cliff basins are going to be. And so following these tracks ahead, Spleen, Diamondback, you've got a clear marking and indication that somebody's been through here, and it's not animal based because you'll see snap twigs or anything like that. Just kind of like looks like somebody's been frantically going through. Yimmer, you're just like as they're both looking and finding these tracks and following along, you're walking right through, not thinking about the implications of destroying the tracks.
Another mushroom.
Yeah.
Another mushroom.
You keep finding tracks that lead towards the city, looking to go in around to what is Farfallan's cliff, going in around and starting to circle into the city itself.
Mm.
And with that, Howard, Halsterian. You've been spending the last days hanging out with Flemish, Jarok. Elris is kind of in and out given his wounds, but you've been doing some studying, trying to figure out basically anything that has kind of been happening. Or just helping the rebuilding of both the town and the castle, just setting things up or trying to help as best as you can. Is there anything in specific that you wanted to do?
Well, Jarok is at his limits. Howard, after all this, there is one, well, perhaps a few details at the back of my head nagging at me. Lord Baldrus has one of these amulets himself, and that book that I was mugged for seemed to have similar properties. I say we pay him a formal visit, see if there's anything
He knows.
he's willing to tell us.
Do you know if... You know what, it doesn't matter. Let's try anyway.
The downside is, he is still in Enver. Yes.
We could see
So
if
they could...
they can let us use the teleportation circle to get there quickly. This is a fairly important matter, after all.
Suppose that is true.
Question for you guys. Where would you guys think you would be at this point? Like, where are you physically now while you're having this conversation?
What time
was
of day
thinking-
are we at, roughly?
I'm gonna place it basically at the beginning of the third day, so same time as what's going on in.
I was
Probably-
thinking then still at the guild.
Same.
So then you were hanging out with Glam.
Yes.
Okay, interesting point of order. We're gonna do a little bit of time jumping.
Okay.
Then, if you've been so like you guys would basically be going back every night to like the guild home.
Yeah,
Okay.
since the castle's, you know, a work in
Not
progress
exactly,
and whatnot.
Right on. And I mean it's a quick enough walk.
And if we had the time available between research and helping out and resting and whatnot, I would have uh, taken the time to learn some spells from Hal, if we had the time.
Yeah. No, that can definitely be done. There's a lot to do, yes, and you will be put to work by Flemish by Flemish Heart, given that he's the highest ranking academy officer there. But first night you go back after you sent the River Gang along their way. Howard and Halsterian, you walk into the guild house, and it is eerily quiet. Very, very eerily quiet.
I know there's no one here to kick the door down, but Glam, are you there?
It is quiet.
I'm gonna toe at the door gingerly. No.
Uh,
Maybe
I'm gonna
she's
make a
gone to...
ruckus. Just kind of clang my shield a little bit. See if it gets anyone's attention.
There's nobody else within the guild there.
And you're saying this is taking place the first night, the night of the attack? Okay. I'm gonna start searching around.
Make a perception check. Or investigation. What are you trying to do?
Just generally going room to room, starting with like the front desk areas and such. See if I can find anyone.
Okay, so you're just basically doing a sweep, not a...
Yeah. See if there's any people or knocked over furniture or anything that would strike my immediate attention. Just immediately.
Yeah,
searching.
I'd like to see if there's like a sign of struggle anywhere.
Okay. Make perception checks.
Let's see. Steve, remember, we both had a level of exhaustion that night. In fact, I had 2 levels at that time.
Oh, well, that sucks because I just rolled a 20.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I only remembered that because I was still set to 1 exhaustion level for the next day.
Yeah.
And I was at 2 and you were at
All right.
1.
Well, 11.
Yo, it's better than me. My higher roll was not an 11.
Oh,
Ooh.
buddy.
My lower... Oh, I lied. My higher roll was an 11. My lower roll was a 6.
You take a look around and you start going around the first floor, so you hit a lot of like the supply closet, you go into the kitchen and like the mess area in the kitchen, and you see that there was food there, and like it was left and shoved. Like it was like what was once plated food is not plated.
Something happened fast here. I mean, all the battle took place at the castle itself, yes?
Well, in the noon square too, where is everyone?
Oh, true.
There shouldn't have been many people here because people are out and about, but no one? People are still out and about, but No
I
one?
mean, at least Glam should be here, shouldn't she? I mean, she might be like
It is singular
directing
plate.
folk. Pardon?
It's a
It
singular
is.
plate.
It's a singular plate. It was a singular setting.
Ah, okay. Ah, I see.
I don't remember what spell slots I had that night, but I'm pretty sure I was out of 3rd and above.
I mean, I can just hand wave the if you want to try and, because let's just be honest, that was a while ago, and seeing as I wanted to do this last session,
And it didn't happen.
it didn't happen, so I had to work with what I got. So
I mean, if you're okay with it, I'd try sending. I would assume at most that would be the last slot I had.
yeah, no, go ahead, do it.
At that level or higher. So I will try and send a message to Glam. Something along the lines of Glam. It's Howard and Halsterian. We're at the guild. No one here. Are you okay? And that's it.
You hear okay, I'll come right down. You
She
start
said
hearing creaking. Sorry, what?
She said she'll be right down. She sounded a little panicked. I'm gonna draw my sword just in case. Be prepared. Keep a more alert eye out.
You hear
Hey,
shifting
Dharma.
from you hear shifting from upstairs, and the sounds of what seem to be very light and quick footfalls. You hear it starting coming down the stairs. Are you? I'm assuming you're still within the kitchen or the mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start hearing that, and you see Blam kind of walking down the stairs slowly, and the look in her eyes very bewildered. She's very.
Is she hurt at all?
You don't see any signs of damage. No cuts, no nothing.
Physically, at least. Are you all right, dear? What? Something happened?
Saw the fires?
There's an immediate look of realization and recognition on Howard's face. Beats the sword, lowers the shield, and just gives her a big hug. Just don't worry. We're here. Fires are taken care of. I know how you feel.
She starts crying.
I'm just gonna quietly hold her until she's doing better. Better enough to for me to release her.
She embraces hard, starts crying, and tries to explain, but everything starts coming up half choked. Very much, well, panicked.
I'm gonna go make her some tea.
I'm just gonna keep holding her, give her some back rubs.
We all gotta hydrate.
Hydrate. Oh, and there's a party appreciation for
I
Deacon.
I did see that trail. We will do that sometime.
At the break or the end of the episode, probably.
It will
Yes.
be done.
Dang it.
You
Public
were trying to let it
speaking.
go away.
Public speaking.
You make you make the you make the tea, and it's very soothing and relaxing. And the night goes on. You help comfort her, give her a little more time to breathe, feel safe and at ease. She finally opens up. I saw the fires, and I thought she was coming back, so I hid. And you take a look at the undercut on her one side. Still a little bit of burns healing from that side as well.
It's okay, Clam. We took care of everything that we could. Unfortunately, she got away again, but the castle's being handled. Casualties are much lower because of all of our preparation.
Yeah, okay.
Fires are dying down.
Is there anything I could do?
There is. You can take time to yourself, relax, and take care of you. We're
No,
here
no,
for you.
no, can't, no, no, no. I need to work. Need to do something. Need to help.
If you absolutely need a distraction, they can use a lot of help at the castle still. Fires are out. If you need a distraction, we can go with you, take you there. There's plenty of trustworthy people that can take care of you as long as you need. And we won't be leaving your side.
Okay. Okay. I would have made you make a persuasion check, but given that you already have good history with her, automatic trust is hard to come by. The fact that you have it, rare thing. You hang around with Glam. Fast forward 3 days now. She's been helping out with the castle and seemingly looking better as you're keeping a long eye on her. Keeping things organized, whipping people into shape as best she does.
Probably will keep to either the same room if she wants or the room next to her, uh, somewhere close by during the nights, and give her if in the same room, give her a hut just for a little extra sense of security, and if in different rooms, an alarm that would be audible to her as well as anyone else.
Yeah.
Just not expecting the need for them, but for her mentality, her sense of
This is mine.
security.
Understood. You do that, and the actions are definitely not going on. Very much so. So now we can fast forward to the third day. You guys are gonna make a contact with Baltrus.
If we can.
Okay.
So before we head over to Onver, should we check in? We haven't really heard from them, and well, since you told me they were having fun.
You know, haven't been remembering to send them anything with us taking care of Glam and everything going on.
I got it covered. And I write in my book a message to Diamondback. Still having fun?
You hear the Diamondback at this time. You hear the ghastly words come in. Are you still having fun?
Jesus.
Right.
Well, that's one way you might describe. We're down on our hands and knees over here. Found ourselves a city under siege, white hands shooting cannons all over it. We're trying to track down the enemy.
And
yes, I did do that on purpose.
oh, of course. And I'm letting Howard read along with this as the text appears. I'm like,
The White Hand is shooting cannons? Where are they?
yeah, that will be my next message is, where are you?
And I think for a moment.
Where are you?
God!
Seriously, can't pick a more pleasant voice for it. So yeah, I do
Which does
think for a
appear in
moment.
the-
Yeah. Like, do I have any sense of the geography where we're at right now? Would I know the place?
Given that you've been traveling,
Yeah.
a man who's been well traveled
Yeah.
throughout the ages, the only major city south of Menestad, that is on the coastline on the Amman River is Lumengi. And the cliff face, like the azure
Yeah.
cliff face, is a dead giveaway, let alone the citadel that is on
Yeah.
top of it, or cut within it and on top of it.
Made our way down to Lumengi. It's been a hell of a trip so far. Ain't in the city yet on account of the, cannons. But working on it.
This is going very well. Why?
I think I'm hearing all the
So-
ums and ahs as well. Ghostly.
No, unfortunately not, because I'd have to write that.
Fair.
Count his words.
All right, so are we? I mean, it's pretty clear Garnham is working with this. Both La Shiraz and La Shiraz is working with the White Hand.
Someone mentioned they hadn't heard from there. There's been so much happening the last few days.
It certainly has.
They said they haven't had contact in a week or so.
We?
I'm not positive. It's been a long few days.
I mean, a week is a long time for a siege, is it not?
On that
Yeah.
note, it was a port shutdown.
Hmm.
It was what was Emerald MV had shut down both the ports of Solnas and Lumengi.
I thought we had heard from someone during the night of the attack while we were after the attack, that when we were gathering information, that the next town south, the direction we realized Garnham was going, they hadn't had contact from. But I mean, either way, how we don't have a way to reach them.
No, we don't.
Do we know how long it would take to reach that city by cart?
A good week.
Shit. Damn.
Howard, you have, being a man of the military, you have traveled extensively. You remember it taking a while, about a week's worth of travel by cart to get down. The fact that they were able to get down so quickly is because they had a boat.
Covered a lot of ground.
It's awesome.
I know I don't know about Baltrus being the patron, but do I know anything about Baltrus's capabilities?
No.
I imagine he's
Okay.
quite powerful.
And that's about it. Like, I don't. Just one of those people that everyone knows they're powerful, but you don't really know what they are capable of.
Someone who has not extensively flexed their power in front of people, or those who have had such luxuries either are within his immediate grasp, or have not lived to tell the tale.
Or otherwise, just don't like talking about it.
Legit non-man.
I don't know if there's anyone that can send us down there or anything. Doesn't matter. We need to give this information to Fury and the rest.
Yes, we do. Well, shall we plan to contact them at the end of the day and see if they've caught up with Garnham by then?
Yeah, for now, let's reach out. You said this is now the morning of.
So basically, what the River Gang had just witnessed, you're starting to talk to them, and now all information is compiling.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to send a message to Fury, I guess. Seems like the best person to send it to. Maybe possibly jumping a few ranks, but I mean, kind of important information. So I will message him. Fury, this is Howard. Falskallan and I just learned there is an attack happening by the White Hand right now.
Oh god, I lost.
What was the name of the city? Started with an L.
Lumengi.
Lumengi is under siege at this moment.
You hear a very quick and hastily reply. I am very well aware of what's going on right now. I've already been contacted by my fort commanders. If you wish to help us out, get to the castle immediately. I have information you might like as well.
So I possibly bothered him for no reason. Oops. He's already aware. But he said he might have some information for us, and if we want to help get to the castle now.
Very well. I finished writing up my message back to Diamondback, but I try and put it in bubble letters with hearts on the eyes.
Are there other guild members around at this time now, too?
In the last couple days, you've seen a couple of other groups that come in, but they're none of you guys had recognized, more or less, just mercenary bands.
Okay. Exus isn't
And-
around. Okay.
Last time you checked, he was still in Onver.
Okay. I will, before we leave, talk to Glam for a short bit, let her know what we're going to do, and letting her know that I will check in on her at least once a day. If we do not return today, it's because we were sent out, and I will check in on her at least once a day. I promise.
Okay. Yeah. I should be okay. So you head to the castle then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was waiting for a reply there. It was like,
Oh, sorry. I was just
Like,
thinking. I was
Everyone
looking through my
freeze.
inventory to see if
I was
I have
having a brain fart
anything.
myself.
Oh,
I was like, I replied,
what do
I'm
I
like,
say to
I'm
that?
just waiting for the goodbye.
yeah.
And we're just like,
Oh,
I
Sorry, I was looking through my inventory to see if I have anything that I could give her in the meantime that might be of some benefit in some way to reassure her or something, but I don't really have anything. So
I have some crabs in my room if you want to give it to her. As a gift.
long,
They might be dead, actually.
probably
Who
long
knows?
dead.
smells like rotting seafood.
Is that what we ate for breakfast?
the hill giant's toe all over again. Anyway, so heading into the castle, you walk up. Man, it has been a while since I've had to think of this stuff. Walking up through the castle, you see the statue of the red dragon. Yeah, the statue of the red dragon, and heading up through the gardens, right to the front door, you get greeted by the secretary, and you tell them exactly what you need to say, and you get ushered up to Lieutenant Pinmo, Lieutenant General Pinmo's room, where Fury is currently residing. The castle is still it has that smell of smoke, and it's not unpleasant, but it's given what had happened. It brings back a terrible taste in your mouth. You walk in and you see Pinmo and Fury looking over a map of Falskallan. They're in the middle of having a conversation, and all you hear is, "I don't care. You're not taking any of my troops down to Lumengi. If they're already under siege, then what's the point of us sending people through that portal? You ain't gonna get anything else there." Fury, "I am the leader here. I will take what I want, and I will use it accordingly. Be damned what you think. I will do what I wish." Emma looks up. "I don't give a fuck. You are nothing but an old crazy bastard is what you are." Fury looks back. "Bold for a person who has no use of their legs. Bold of a person who has no use of their brain." You guys walk in. Fury immediately acknowledges you, kind of like the battle sense of awareness going on. Just, "Ah, the people I wanted to see. Come on in." "So you're already aware of Lumengi. How did you find this information?"
uh, the rest
The
of
rest of our crew went down tailing Garnham and led them there.
they just discovered the siege.
Interesting. So you guys are about a couple hours behind the information that we know. Any information on Garnham?
Yet.
Understood. Well, since your team is already down there, I could send you through that portal. See if you want to do that. Of course. Yes. Well, we have a teleportation circle down in the antechamber.
Oh. That would let us catch up very quickly.
But also, here's something that you might be interested in. I recognize that you were looking for that wench on that horse. We've heard reports that she's still out east. We've had a couple guards go out there. They have come back very scarred, but seemingly have hurt her. Feisty little fucker she is.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to go down without several fights, especially with that strange horse at her side.
Last I heard, she was hurt very badly. You guys get in there. Might be able to finish her off.
How far east?
That one I do not know. You'll have to talk to the head ranger.
It's a hard decision. Spleen will
No,
be
it's
so
not.
pissed.
She will, but she has bigger fish cannons to fry at the moment, so...
Could we take her,
Well-
just the two of us?
Wait to find out.
She's hurt?
If it's just her, I'd like to try. Just remember, when we fight her, think of what would Spleen do?
You cut out.
Not for me.
When
I
we
heard
go
that.
to fight her. Oh, yeah, I would
Oh,
say.
it was
what
my
would
headphones cut
Spleen
out.
do?
That's not a good idea.
We have
Spleen knows
rules
that.
here.
Hal
This
doesn't
is
care.
Twitch.
Oh my god.
If we don't go, I wonder if Spleen would be more upset if we didn't go, given the opportunity. I mean, she'll be pissed if we go and get ourselves killed.
Could always disable her and save the last hit for Spleen, if that's bothering you.
Did she try to escape from these guards?
I don't know if escape was the word. She just fought back and won.
Oh.
Or did enough damage that my guards decided not to pursue. And Mo steps in. They're my guards, asshole.
She has definitely shown she's quite capable of that last fight. It's a very tough call. Hal, what do you think?
I'm surprised we're not going already. This girl has been in enormous pain. Let's tear off the bandage.
Alright. Alright. But we better message them on the way and let them know.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
STP.
STP.
Such a bad idea, but
Yo, I got nervous gas. It's like, hold my burps. This is bad. Oh my
I
god,
love you
this
guys.
Yes, I love it.
is. Y'all better live. We might die though.
All right. Well, go talk to Berwick. He'll point you in the right direction of Madraine Drummel. She's the head ranger, and she will join you, help you along the way, help you track this woman down.
Very good.
Good. Now get
Can I
out.
wait?
And
Turn on my heels and go.
mm-hmm.
as you turn around, you see the two old men bickering at each other, and it's very much just it's a sight to see when it's two old friends going at each other's throat because it's a matter of they know they're in positions of huge power, but they're also good friends and they're not dealing with each other's shit. River Gang. You start rounding Farfallan's Farfallan's cliff, heading into what would be Shaker's Ridge. This city is beautifully crafted because all the stone that had been milled from the cliffside had been used to build the houses and all the domiciles within the city itself, with both stylized log hewn buildings and very intricate stonework. It is absolutely beautiful if it wasn't being barraged and bashed by cannon fire. The noise is loud, and it is terrible to see. You see that there are people running and hiding and trying to just find shelter wherever they can. But you see that these buildings, even though they're good to take a hit, some of them are starting to crumble pretty damn good. You're walking within the Shaker's Ridge, and so with that, you still see guards running towards what would be the cannon fire. I would like to initiate a skill challenge. I want you guys to tell me how you guys would want to proceed and how you want to try and move forward. 3 successes will net you the reward that you were looking for. 3 failures.
I would probably it would be hard to look for any more tracks, but I think I would probably start maybe following a scent or going a pathway that seems like it's away from the rushing traffic of people. That weaving through stuff will probably be the better course of getting away and not attracting attention.
Okay.
If I was running away from people.
Okay. So then I would like for you to make a survival check. Are you specifically using scent, or is it just the whole encompassing factor of it all?
I would say they're all encompassing.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if you're going to use scent, then that's going to be a disadvantage. But, okay. I'd like for you to make a survival check, please.
Okie dokie. Okay. 15.
15?
Mhm.
Okay. You see that throughout all the buildings that have started to crumble, and the fact that some of the foot traffic is leading away, your natural herding instincts to hunting prey start cropping up. You start thinking on, okay, well, if somebody's running into the fire, where would they go? And you start looking off alleyways. not in tight, but close enough quarters so that any sort of loud noises can either get muffled or it's amplified, so that way tracks or any noises of anybody moving can go through. Start looking for alleyways, and there you go. You see a series of winding paths that lead in between buildings and major roads. That is considered a success.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. Who else wants to try?
The path we're taking, though, are there any people kind of there? Anybody I might be able to stop and be like, hey, have you seen this person?
Within the path itself, no. It seems to be very cleared out, seeming that a lot of people don't want to be out in the open. But crossing through major roads or any sort of intersections, you do see some guards running up and by. And so you can catch some people out that way, or
Yeah, so I'd probably try to catch a guard's attention first.
Yep.
Basically just say, hey, sorry, know you got more pressing matters on your mind right now, but you wouldn't have happened to seen a half-orc come in from roughly back end of town, bookish-looking fella?
you see the colors of the Lumengian guard, and it is both azure and emerald swirling that bleeds into the armor itself. Half cape felled right over. They're wearing like a half helm, so it's very much Gruntman coming up. They look up and over and they look at you. What is it that you're doing outside?
Trying to track.
Half-orc.
Yeah, look. Long story short, we're here on orders from Violet Fury back in Menestad. I got the name right. Did I have the
You
towns?
did.
Yeah,
You got it.
yeah. Tracking down someone dumb went and betrayed the colors. Have you seen a bookish-looking half-orc, possibly with an amulet, running through these streets?
I'm just, like trying to see if I can make an actual get you to make a roll for this.
Yeah, I was thinking like persuasion would be my kind of like, hey, can I convince you to take time out of your busy stopping the town from getting destroyed to help me?
There you go. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So that's the logic and train I'm looking for.
Yep.
Yep.
Boy, that is only a 13.
13.
Mm.
He looks up. There are orcs everywhere. Down at Feldren's port. Fedrelin's port. They're coming up. I haven't seen anybody come down.
All right, well, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for your time.
That is considered a failure.
Sorry, guys.
Still a
Right.
13, though. Like,
Yeah, well, 4 on the dice.
I'm gonna say he's like, oh, I only rolled a 2, but it's a 13.
Yeah.
Like, your persuasion's as high as mine. Wow.
All right.
Okay. Well, Yimmer's a bit used to kind of going down alleyways, darker bits here and there, so think he would know kind of the nooks and crannies to look for. He would investigate, I think, some of the places that he would go to hide or continue unseen.
Okay. So during this time that you're running through during the time that you're running through and trying to keep it an actual perceptive eye out, investigative eye out to see, okay, during this time, what would you personally do given any sort of situation or anybody who tries to skulk and move relatively quietly? Would like for you to make an investigation check.
You must had to hightail it once or twice before. You would know that a 16 would be sufficient. Yes?
Start looking around. There's a piece of cloth. There's a piece of cloth that was caught on what looks to be like a crate.
Blue.
And as you guys are running through, you pick up the piece of cloth. It looks like the wear that Garnham had worn, like the standard ministerian parliamentary cloth. It's
Well,
very specific because it's not silken, but it's like a cashmere.
oh, this is the good stuff. And not just anyone has the good stuff. Now I have a bit of the good stuff, and I pocket that.
Start running through. You're very sure that you're on the trail. You're pretty much right on the trail. That is considered a success. Running forward, all you hear is the buildings around you start getting pummeled and barraged by a bunch of cannon fire. I'd like all of you to make dexterity saving throws, please.
I'm a dexterous fellow. Most
Nice.
times.
Oof.
21.
Okay, so spleen,
21.
21. Yimmer,
15.
15. Diamondback,
11.
11.
Mm.
Luckily, you're not getting directly fired at by cannonballs, but the explosive debris that has started to fire off of these buildings, the shrapnel starts coming forward. Spleen, you look up, your danger sense comes in, steps right out of the side of any sort of massive chunks falling down. Yimmer, you jump out of the way just in time. You nearly got nicked by it. Diamondback?
That sounds like a lot of dice.
No, I was looking for the right one. You get 3
You
points
get
of
hit by a passing clown.
you get 3 points of bludgeoning damage by the falling shrapnel and debris.
Takes a quick moment to mend his hat and keeps running.
Yeah. As this is happening, you see one of the buildings that is right in front of you starting to crumble and fall. Coming right down, you hear the sounds of what seems to be wailing from the inside of the building.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Like what kind of wailing?
Like,
Like a baby?
not a baby, but more or less like screaming of somebody who seems to be hurt.
Any guards nearby?
Hmm.
People running?
You're looking around and it seems to be just you guys at this point. You kind of moved off of that main road where Diamondback had tried to make a persuasion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Just looking at the path and then looking at the rebel.
We can't leave them.
Well,
Hey! Where are you?
This is screaming into the rebel.
I'm in the building.
Hold on! Is it just you?
I hope so.
Is the floor around you intact?
I can't say. Help me.
All right, dumb question.
Okay, I'm gonna go towards the noise.
right. So, you start running into where the building would be, and you see that a lot of like the main structure had kind of crumpled in on itself and then shifted over. It seemed like enough of the cannon fire was just low enough to hit a lot of the main structural points
Mhm.
for it to give this kind of a shifting. You walk in through what was the front door, and you keep hearing the noise, and it seems to be underneath a giant mound of rubble. A couple of big rocks and a bunch of smaller ones up and in.
Why weren't you fleeing? Why are you in this house? And I rage and go towards the biggest rock.
That's called blaming the
Why
victim.
weren't you running? You think hiding's gonna save you?
I thought I was safe.
You're an idiot!
I would like for you to make a. This be an athletics check, given that you're lifting, or would it just be pure strength? No, I say athletics is. Athletics is. Man,
Oh.
that's a very hard one to say. Given that I know that you're raging. Actually, if you were raging, you wouldn't be able to speak. No, make an athletics check.
Athletics? Okay.
And given that you have the totem of the bear, your carrying and lift capacity is like ridiculous.
Okay. Yeah. That's 24.
24.
Mm-hmm.
This boulder is huge, but nothing matches the pure rage of a tiny ass goblin. Just
No spleen, no spleen, no spleen, no spleen. Go ahead and rage and then go save this man.
You start lifting this thing up, and it's going, and you start feeling, oh, this is not come. It's a large rock, and it's starting to come right down. Like you're holding it, but you're not getting much else out of it. You see this man, he's an older gentleman, looks to be mid-50s. He's human, thick beard, just not finely tailored clothes, but just very much middle-class workwear.
Mhm.
You see, he's still caught under a couple of smaller rocks, but seemingly that you were able to lift up the largest thing on there. He starts trying to shift his way.
I'm gonna look to the other two and be like, ah! And just head tilt, roaring.
Run in. I run in. I will grab the guy and then I will dimension door back to the street.
Okay. You do that. He starts resisting as you grab him. Well, actually, not really resist, but like he's trying to shift and break out as himself as you start grabbing. Just
Trying to save your life, dumbass.
You create the door. You walk through it, and there you are on the streets with him.
Wait, I got him. Run!
Welcome
Got
to
my
JT Sound
rage.
Effects for another hour and a half.
Part with no name, now available for Foley.
And I just start going back on the path.
You started going back on the path. With that
Mhm.
case, Howard Halsterian. You talk to Berwick. And he leads you to meet Marjolaine Drommel. You see this half-elven woman, bit like shorn, short hair, looking very classically like a ranger. Just leathers draped all over her body, a nice cape to stave off from the cold, and you see what seems to be two large scimitars strapped to her sides. So I believe I'm the one. I'm going to take you to go see if we can find this woman. Any actual description I can work with?
Yeah.
Full of herself, has a rather large horse made of darkness and fire.
Short, halfling.
Okay. As far as the reports I've heard, she's been injured.
So we're told.
Okay. This works. You see in her mind that she's just going through all just like mental calculations. Okay, like tuning in how she's gonna start tracking. Okay.
Red hair, magic user. The horse can fly.
That's not going to help me.
Mm.
As far as I can tell, she's east. Probably. There are a couple of glades up there. Safe havens. Would be nice for any horse to graze. So, if she knows her stuff, she'd probably be up in those areas in the northeast. I'll have to go over the guard reports as we're going. We're gonna get a couple horses. Let's go. Do you know how to ride?
Very good.
Enough.
Well, but I'll manage.
We're going into Meats Meadows. We're gonna get ourselves a harness and tack. Let's do this. You guys start following her along, and eventually making it into Meat Meadows, grabbing a harness and tack. Second. I had one of those I had like one of those moments where like the snot's right on the backside of the nose.
Yeah.
It's like teetering right into the throat. And I'm like, oh, just pick a side, damn it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to my life all week.
Oof.
Yeah, I've been hacking loogies. Is what I've been doing. Like a man.
Now you're a man.
She goes up. All right, reading over some of the reports. Yeah, she's been injured. Flying horse doesn't help us any, but it looks like she's been circling more of the northeast. So, let's ride. You get on a bunch of chestnut mares. You start riding off in Amenistad. This is around noon. Around noon, 1 o'clock. I would like for all of you to make survival checks.
Oh, shit.
Good.
All right. So, Howard.
20 with a natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
House Darian.
7.
7.
Mm.
Even better. Seeing as you're riding with a ranger whose favorite terrain is forests, wouldn't ever really be able to get lost. Given the fact that you're dealing with tracking somebody who can fly, you're going basically off conjecture and trying to find a start point. This is going to take a while. River Gang.
Nope.
No.
You're still running through Lumengi, and you seem to have moved off of Shaker's Ridge and moved into Fendrellin's Port. This area here is very upscale when it comes to the stonework. Like, you thought What you saw at Shaker's Ridge was good. This is pretty much like upscaled to the T. It is ridiculous how gaudy it looks. If it wasn't half destroyed by a bunch of cannon fire.
I think I remember being at a party here once.
You remember a party?
Well, I think I remember. A lot more sex going on at the time, so a little
What?
different now. Well, it was one of those parties.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh shit, you ever? I didn't know you had it in you.
Well,
Oh, he pulls.
it's not always in me, but sometimes it is.
Ah! Yeah.
As you're
Shit,
having this
we
conversation,
gotta talk later. We gotta.
you hear the sounds of cannon fire, but you actually finally get a good look at the citadel. And this thing is a fortress that has been chiseled within the Azure cliffside. You do see like the veins of cobalt going right up, going right up, veins of iron and azurite. It is a sight to see. But what stands as like the pinnacle of what, man, I cannot words right now. At the pinnacle of the citadel, you see what is a 5-star point spreading out and all the ridges of cannons that are in line there. You see them all firing off, trying to barrage and take out the ships that have been at bay. You see that a couple of the ketches have made landfall on the outer beaches outside the storm barriers, while there's a frigate within the harbor itself. The bark and the galleon are very much still staying outside and just maintaining a perimeter.
Are is the Citadel's cannons actually landing and doing some good?
They're firing into the port, like into the bay, the sectioned off storm guard of the bay. They're
Mhm.
landing into the frigate, and they seem to be making pretty good purchase. But the galleon and the bark are outside of the known ranges.
Okay.
And the two catches that had landed on the beach seemed to be just out of the lower firing ranges.
Okay. How far are we from the port? And can we see if there's like a lot of combat down there, a lot of storming?
You see what looks to be a series of guards, like guards holding a formation up on the beach, up on the beaches itself, and you see a bunch of orcs maintaining their formations as well as they're charging and running at each other. Throughout, you have seen the odd orc and the odd guard fight, but you haven't seen much else. It's just been chaos and not a lot of people here anymore.
Okay.
Especially down at this part. This is a very torn up spot.
Yeah. Just gotta stay on the path. I think it's gonna get really hairy soon.
Hairier than this? It's gonna be pretty hairy.
Mm-hmm. So you guys made a survival, a persuasion, and investigative check. I'd like for you to make one more roll, please. And for this survival check, or for this skill challenge, thank you.
Mm,
I can try
I
again.
I can
I'll,
try to do insight into.
um,
I mean, you can use survival, persuasion, or investigation again, but it would be at disadvantage because you would have tried to.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking.
Okay, this might be a little out there. Would I have encountered enough orcs in my life to know what the average orc accent sounds like?
You've dealt with more half orcs than orcs. There have been the odd orc that you've run into and have worked with.
All right.
They seem to be more of a generalized basier, like a very basier.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
like they speak from the chest.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I kind of turn to Spleen and Yimmer and go, all right, got an idea. Dumb. Could work. I start impersonating the people that are landing on the key there and yell out like I'm looking for the insider or, somebody who ran into this town and see if that draws them out.
All right.
Can I assist him?
How would you be able to assist him?
I'm fluent in work, and from where I've came from, do I have any insight on, I guess, orc accents?
Maybe the
Uh,
cadence.
Yeah. Or how some would act.
I would like
like-
for Spleen for you to make a history check. This will not be a part of the skill. This will not be a part of the challenge.
That's 17 minus 1, so 16.
Okay. Well, I mean, you had dealt with a lot of Eastern Falskallan orcs, and they very much have their own kind of. They have their own accent to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
What you're hearing here is very much Eastern Falskallan orcs.
Okay.
Like it sounds like home, really.
Yeah.
But other than that, you really don't know other accents of different tribes
Mm-hmm.
or other sections of the world because you just haven't experienced that.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, now you can try and help.
Yeah, don't say your R's like that. It's like a harder, like a more of a.
All right, then. Thank you. So I will leave it to the DM if you want to request any weird dialect from me. Now's the time.
Oh, God. Well, yeehaw, motherfucker.
Make them Newfie orcs.
Oh, well,
Oh,
I'd
dear.
say look it out there on this, say then. God out to God, or you say the grave of our turn.
All right.
Well, there, can't you wished.
Yeah, all right. So I kind of
Some ice for a second. You can't. You can't change these. It's fun.
so I kind of like clear my throat a little bit and go, right then. There's said to be some kind of insider been sent into the city by the girl with the flaming horse in order to make our invasion easier. Supposed to be a half orc. See if you can seek him out. Don't kill him.
I would like for you to make a performance check. I would like for you to make that at advantage
Thank you.
because of the help of Spleen.
Thank you, Spleen. That's a natural 20 for 33.
Damn.
Nice! We call that a critical success.
Oh, thank you.
Love how it just boils down to us calling him out.
Yeah.
Marco!
Polo, shit.
I thought you were going to make me do deception, but thank you.
No, well, I mean, it's performance because you're putting on accent work.
Yeah.
And like, how are you deceiving somebody when they don't know? Like, if somebody's calling it out, Yeah, it could be deception, but you're also performing that accent.
Either
So,
way, it's a 20.
either way, you just shut up. Just take your 20 and accept it.
Splene's
Bastard.
giving a thumbs up in the
With it.
background.
You start calling out.
Sorry.
How dare you?
I keep forgetting to mute when I cough.
How dare you?
Again, it barely came through.
That's how the Newfie orcs end their sentences. With a cough.
You start calling out. And even through the cacophony of all the noises that are coming out and around, the sounds of battle off in the distance, the cannon fires, and some of the buildings being barraged and hit, you hear. Spleen. This is a response to his call. And it's, are you the one I'm supposed to meet? What is the
direction did
designation?
it come from?
I would like for all of you to make perception checks, please.
Really?
Perception.
That's better.
That's not. 14.
24.
24?
15.
Alrighty. Diamondback. You start hearing the response, but you don't understand the words that are coming. Spleen is her ears are. You're not finding the location where it's coming from, but Diamondback, you do. It's coming up from behind you.
Yeah.
And behind you, you see stepping around from some of the rubble a well-dressed half-orc.
Is he fully into the alleyway?
Yeah, he's like half. Not. He kind of stepped out and realized. Oh.
Unless you want a cloud of daggers where you're standing, friend, I'd come out with your hands up, sharpish.
Is there any circling direction I can like backtrack to see if I can cut him off a different way?
How far away is he?
Yeah.
Is about a good 50 feet or so. Yeah, he's a good 50 feet or so. He looks at you guys, and even though he just came out of an alleyway, he's kind of like eyeing it, but standoffish. He's wearing a giant cloak that's covering a lot of his hands. Like a lot of his hands, all 18 of them.
Just an eldritch god.
You have met my final form. Quack.
What?
He's standing there. He's analyzing the situation. And he's uttering a prayer to Grumash.
Who's that? Who's that?
From what you remember, Grumesh was the orcish god of war.
What's he saying?
I'm gonna just stalk out of the shadows and just speak in Orc as well. Just
Gora, te quiero, todo me quitas a cara.
saying,
Your prayers aren't gonna save you now, fucker.
But like for you guys,
Oh shit.
he looks up. The prayers were not. Out of his hands, you see two daggers come straight.
Okay.
Come straight out. I would like. Actually, distance. Actually, no, because of how that works. Let me go through that. So, 1 second. Spleen and Diamondback. These knives come straight at you. Would a 23 to hit Spleen and would a 19 to hit Diamondback?
Yep.
Thanks.
Let me just go through this. Ba-da-doo, do-do-doo, do-do-doo. That's just the way it is.
Does anyone understand how feral instinct works on Barbarian? It's still kind of confusing to me.
Read it out loud for me, please.
You have advantage on initiative rolls. Also, if you are surprised at the beginning of combat, but not incapacitated, you can act normally on your first turn if you enter a rage before doing anything else. I know it doesn't have anything to do with that, but I never really understood it. Just thinking about it, because this is kind of
Okay. So that'll be 18 points of damage each.
yeah. I'll take that.
18 points of damage, and that'll be roll for initiative, please.
Yeah, butthole.
Let me do things.
I
Hey.
believe, to answer your question, I believe the way it works is that as long as you rage before doing anything else, you get a turn during the surprise round, whereas normally you wouldn't because you are surprised.
Okay.
Surprise.
Well, they could have just worded it like that. I don't know.
I'm not positive.
Yeah,
That's
we're
one of
like,
two
what?
ways that I think it might.
It does look like that.
Yeah.
The other
'Cause-
interpretation I could say is that as long as you immediately rage when the surprise happens, you cannot actually be surprised. Like,
25 to 20.
comes down to a mechanics difference, really.
Yeah, I was saying, how are you supposed to know when to rage if it's a surprise?
Just as soon as something happens.
That's your
That's the
secret.
secret, Cap. I'm always angry. No,
I only got 1 minute.
20 to 18.
19.
18.
Ooh.
I get to do things.
Yeah.
Okay, 15 to 10.
Sorry, I got a 17 or 20 to 18.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a weird one, but
Okay, so then now that you all already been on the thing, I just write everything else down. Cool.
good, good. Mm.
Oh, his little icon is so cute.
Oh.
Yeah, they're being loud up there. Hopefully they won't
Oh.
last for too long.
Well,
It's not
nothing has
gonna
come
take
through, so.
No. I'm just doing that for the sanity of my sleep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so first things first.
Ooh, no.
I'd like for all of you to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
That's better.
9.
Okay, so that's 9 for Yimmer. Spleen.
Hold on. Will my danger sense give me an advantage on dex saving throws?
Yes, it will.
Okay, because that was oh no, that one's worse.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
12.
12. Okay, Diamondback.
24.
24. Okie dokie. And yeah, that was not good for. That was not good for Garnham.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Cool. That'll be. Let's see. What would you
Prepare
get?
time. Both ends. Should we move this fight to another area? I think we should.
Both sides just like
No.
let's
Come
go
out.
that way.
T.
Yeah. Cannonball! Everyone move to the side.
So those that had made over a 15 saves, and so you'll get half of 22 damage.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's no bueno.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Damn.
Is that my first turn?
Boom. Spleen.
Yeah. I rage. No more.
At least you guys have the healer.
Oh yeah, you do.
Healers.
Okay.
Feeling. Right now,
Ish.
Diamondback feels about as good in the game as I do in real life.
Oh, also Garnham got hit by this too, so don't feel
Yeah.
bad.
We're just all on the floor, just like,
So
oh,
you see this barrage of cannon fire come in. You feel the pressure of the concussion, just like, oh, this is close. Hit the surrounding areas, and you just get bombarded with a bunch of debris. You don't get hit with the cannonballs itself, but the debris itself is the thing that caused a lot of his damage.
Ah, fuck! Ah!
I rage and go. I charge at him, scrambling on the ground, kind of crawling on all fours, and then getting up and going to a full sprint, running on my feet to take my battle axe and just swing down on him while he's also been hit from the concussive force. Okay. Right. 19 to hit.
Hold on. Wait, did I not give you control of your character?
Oh, whoops, sorry, I'm still on my D&D Beyond.
Okay.
I got control. Here I come.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll make sure I can get there. Oh no. I could take.
I believe
Okay, no.
you
I'll make.
can move half your speed at this level when you first rage.
I don't think so. No. Wait.
Instinctive pouts.
No, I don't think so. Okay, that's fine.
As part of the bonus action you take to enter your rage, you can move up to half your speed. 7th level.
Oh, I don't see that though.
Do you have the optional features turned on?
No.
That would be why
Maybe.
you don't see it.
What? Oh. Okay.
Hang on, I'll send you a screenshot where to turn it on.
Thanks. I know where. Will that get me up there? Because this is where it stops me, and then you say half.
Half your move speed.
Oh, okay. Oh, I gotta turn on my fan. It's hot in here. It's getting tense. Okay. Thank you.
You are welcome. Actually, I'm going to post this for the rest of you too, just so you can see where in the character sheet the optional features are.
Okay. So 19 to hit?
That will hit.
Okay. It's been a while since I played this. Ooh. Okay, there's my. Nope. Yeah, that's a D8.
We have received a party boon.
Whoa!
Oh, I see how it is.
Water. Okay. This is a 6 plus a 4 is a 10 plus rage damage is what? 3. This 13 damage right there.
13 damage.
Yeah.
He's going to take his reaction to uncanny dodge that.
Okay.
So that'll be 6.
Yeah, 13 and a half. Does that half it?
Yeah. So that'd be 6 damage against for their first attack.
Okay. I slimy fucker! Ugh. Still just orc tongue.
Well, that's a great time to inform you that
Steve,
apparently
why?
Steve redeemed no cursing.
Stop that.
You!
Steve!
This is not the time!
Oh my gosh!
You
Sabotaging the
spectacular.
opposite
You
half of the
little-
party.
You little stinker. You.
Oh
The other one.
man.
Alright, second attack. Gosh darn it! Okay. Second attack is math.
Didn't know that was
24 to
around.
hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah. So 4 plus a 4 is at 8 plus a 3 is an 11
11.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Math was super successful.
Gotta charge my headphones. Give me the warning.
So, as you run up, you take these hacking slashes. The first one slices down, but he steps just out of the way enough for you to glance him, still causing damage, but having just steps right out of the sides. He looks at you. And then you come around with swing around with the axe, unexpected by him. You hit him right into the side, and that creates a lot of good purchase on him, causing him to bleed just a bit. Yeah. Is that your turn? Action, bonus action, movement?
Yeah, that's everything.
Sweet! Diamondback and Yimmer, you hear from the sounds behind you all ears.
Apparently my impression was too good.
You have company.
You have company.
No.
You see what looks to be a singular orc being followed by 3 of his guard. Second. Boom. He sees you guys. And he points and goes, with that, he's going to take his great axe in his hand and run forward.
Bad touch.
What?
Okay.
What?
I thought we were next in the.
You thought you were next.
Well, we were 19, 18, 17, so. That's.
You're also 1918, 17.
Yeah, but
Right.
Spleen's got a higher dex than the other 19 that was rolled. You're an 18, buddy.
Da-da-dee-da.
Learn your fucking place, bud.
Show you your fucking place.
Yeah, damn right I will. Yimmer.
Did that reset the counter or?
Ah, that was me.
Bollocks.
That was me.
It's not my fault.
Okay, so Yimmer, is that a 17 to hit?
Yeah.
Ooh, I get to roll a d12. I rarely get to roll these ones.
I disagree with that strongly.
That'll be a 14 damage.
Oh. It was nice.
With the first swing down. 2 hands coming in, overhand strike. This guy is massive, muscularly built out, and he has a white hand imprinted to the side of his face. It doesn't look like it looks like it's a tattoo. And the way he holds himself looks as if he's actually leading the charge on this. He's gonna go for a second attack.
Oh, I bet he is.
Yeah, that's 18 plus. I only rolled a 1. That's 5 damage.
Oh. Okay.
That's his action. That's his movements. Alrighty. With that, hey Yimmer, now it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Okay. And this all escalated a little quickly. Well, how about you try on this hat, my friend, and I will cast Crown of Madness on that guy.
Okay. What does he got to do?
Wisdom saving throw 15.
Yeah, that's an 11.
Yes.
So what does he do?
He doesn't attack me anymore. That's the first thing. While target is charmed this way, so basically just a kind of a vine of thorns come out of Yimmer's hand and go around this guy's head. And must use its action before moving on each turn to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose.
Mm.
So,
The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none are within its reach.
so basically you choose the target attacks?
Yeah.
Cool.
And
That-
I use my action to maintain control for a minute.
Okay. So that's a concentration spell.
And I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna super run away around the corner.
Super run.
Super run away.
And with that, I'll be showing myself out. It was really nice knowing you.
Go get those guys.
So this crown of madness starts coming in. The thorns grow from what seemed to be outside of it, from inside of his head out, and wrapping around, looking like a wreath of pain and agony. He starts retching in pain, just.
Now you know how I feel.
Okay, that's your turn. Action, bonus action, movement.
Yeah, I still have reaction, but yeah, we're good.
Yep, Diamondback.
All right. Diamondback has taken some hits, so gonna pull the loot and just strum out. You got to know when to heal him, know when to steal him, know when to save a spell, know when to run. To rock up a 4th level healing word on myself.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Boys, this is what we're looking for. Thank you.
Everyone watch and learn.
Okay, thank heavens. I got 16 hit points back,
Ooh,
which is oddly enough
nice.
exactly as much as I had left.
All right.
Yo!
And squishy.
Splane's over there like,
She's gonna
Stop falling
devastate this
down.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy is going to give me back my jewelry.
Yeah.
don't
And
get in
knowing
the
that
way of
I,
her ghost girlfriend.
yeah.
My girlfriend.
The power of the titty.
And I'm going to turn my attention towards
The boobs.
this guy over here. And I'm just going to sing out to him, "Hey, we're gonna dig our blades into the side of your ugly little messed up half-orc hide. Knock out all your rotten, grubby teeth. Bellslinger's gonna sell your friends on fire. Chop your legs off at the thighs. Maybe next time you'll think before you sneak." For some vicious mockery.
Yo! Yeah!
Oh, wait. So the first spell was
Healing Word's a bonus action, and Vicious Mockery's a cantrip.
Vicious Mockery is a cantrip. It is an
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
So cool. Okay, that works.
So that's a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Yeah, that fails.
Nice. Okay, so.
That was a natural 2.
Ooh.
You're not
Nice
helping
again,
me.
boys. All right.
You have received
Squad
a
of the-
player boon, Diamondback.
Oh, well, thank you.
Very nice.
The lungs of beauty. All right. So what is he?
So that is 6 psychic damage, and he's got disadvantage on his next attack.
Just an attack or attacks?
On the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Perfect.
Yep. What do I get for a boon? Do I get more hit points?
With that, with the sonic resonance that comes out of your loot, that equally creates the cellular structure in your body to start mending quickly. equally starts digging itself into Garnham's brain. You're you start looking over, you see like blood starting to well into the eye and come right down, and the ear. He's looking hurt.
The matter, partner? You don't like country? And I'm going to use the rest of my turn to make like Yimmer and whoop, 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 whoop.
All right, you do that, and that is your turn. Oops.
Spleen's got this, right?
I think so. Tell me, are all my organs still on the inside?
Well, I can see them inside, yeah.
Anyone ever tell you your bedside manner is highly disconcerting?
Yeah.
With that, it comes to the orcs' turns. You see all three of them concerned that their chieftain just got a crown, like a wreath that just sprouted out of its head. They all rush up. Oop, wait, okay, you stop that. Okay, I guess I gotta do this by hand.
Oh,
They all
baby.
run. They all run up and create a circle of protection around them.
Excellent.
With that, that is their turn. Actually, this one right here sees Yimmer around the corner and will take its
come on.
javelin.
There isn't a card there? Oh.
Sorry. You
He's
mean
really-
this one right here? The one north?
He's like really small. Yimmer. He's tiny.
You're getting half cover just by being around the corner. Oh, wait, what? Half cover is 5 AC.
2, I think.
+2, I think. I think 5 is 3/4.
Plus 2 to
Quote me on
AC.
that.
So you get a +2 to your AC for this.
Ooh.
So that's a 13.
Yes, that misses.
You're just like the orcs' natural protection instincts for their chieftain comes up. The one sees, looks, throws. You peeking your head out. Oh, shoo!
That wasn't nice.
That wasn't nice. But the other ones did not catch where you were. With that, that is their turn. Garnham is going to look at you, Spleen.
Yeah.
And with a flourish, he's going to take out a short sword and start making 2
That's
attacks.
Has disadvantage on the first.
Has a disadvantage on the first. That'll be a 20 to hit.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. No hit.
That'll hit. Okay, so with that, that is. I would like for you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Okay. Oh, one. Right away. 24 Constitution.
Oh.
What is this laugh? Some stuff is poisoned.
That girl is poisoned.
And here I thought I was the only copyright claim magnet.
That's all that. So you're gonna take. So you're gonna take 6 piercing damage because you're raging. That'll be halved.
Hey.
So you get that's 3.
Okay. Oh my god! Oh my god! This better not be like purple worm poison. Whatever it's called. That stuff is nuts.
That'll be 18 poison damage, but because you saved, halved.
Oh, a 9. Yeah. Oh my god, what was that?
He's gonna make another attack.
Oh shit.
And now this one's not a disadvantage. As far as I know with Vicious Mockery, right?
It is not. It's just the first attack.
What I thought.
I can only hurt their feelings so far.
That's a 16.
It does not hit.
Okay. So first, as you make the axe attacks against him and you launch the one into his side, he pulls away, and what looks to be a flinch of pain comes in with a quick strike with his short sword. It just nicks you to create enough pain, but then you realize you feel
Yeah.
the pressure welling, the flaming pain that just starts swelling in through your just above your breast. Just it hurts. You take a couple seconds just to well it down, to force yourself into not feeling that at the moment. You feel the poison that had just reached into your veins. With that is that turn. Okay. That is the end of Garnham's turn. Yimmer, Diamondback, you hear behind you. We hear knives over here. We hear battle. They may have come into the main courtyards. As you see 3 guards come in. They spot you, and they run up. We heard Orcish over here.
We got Orcish over here.
Right. Battle formation, so let's go. You see one taking spear point, and you see the 3 of them make a tight phalanx. Standing up and moving guard, they start moving in quiet.
Before you move, there's a goblin fighting an orc down the other end. The goblin's with us. She is friendly. Half orc she's fighting is not. Very important you get that right.
Make a persuasion check, please.
All right.
Just to see, because they are in the middle of focusing and trying to do everything.
Right on. Player boon, that gives me advantage on a roll, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to say that, yes. I didn't roll for the boon, so we're just saying yes.
Cool.
That's the boon. Just say yes.
All right, that is a 19.
He looks at you. Acknowledged.
Good.
You got our back?
Hell yeah.
Right on. That's it.
Heck yeah.
Good catch.
I think we're far
it
past
expired.
that.
Oh,
I was going
good.
to say, I think we're far past that.
I don't
For now.
think we triggered it again.
We did kind of a lot, but
Did we?
At,
I
have
don't
no
even
up,
idea.
remember
man.
what I said.
you know what? At this point, I'm not trying anymore.
That's the hardest thing.
The first where is the deepest.
You. It's gonna be so.
With that. Howard, Halsterian.
Oh. I thought you were going to say
they
death
traveled
saves.
so far. A couple of them traveled across the land.
My brain did that at first. I was like, wait a minute.
It's later. It's starting to become later in the afternoon. The sun is starting to look like it's coming to start to set. Margarine finally looks. I've got a track. That doesn't look right. And he looks down. Set of small footprints, light. That's what happens when
It runs away.
that's what happens when it runs away.
Dice go rogue.
One that got on.
You got to be careful of them dice. They like to sprout right.
Sprout legs.
Yes.
They like to get away like a nightmare.
I mean, as long as it's not a D4, it's not going to be that much of a pain.
Eh. Funny thing is, I rolled a 19 on the one that hit the floor.
Oh,
But she looks down. She's this direction. Judging from how the footfalls are, she's limping heavily.
Any
And the footprints of that horse is right beside her. She's walking.
idea how far?
Hard to tell. And keeps walking forward. Oh, blood.
Fresh is it?
She picks it up. I'm not too sure. It looks like at least a good couple hours. It's congealed, but it's not hardened. A couple hours.
Let's keep writing. They're walking. Should catch them soon.
Yes. All right. Keep low. Try and keep quiet. We're going to leave the horses here.
Go burn that spell slot for mage armor.
I would like to start a skill challenge for you guys now.
Oh shit.
wonderful.
How do you assist Mardrain?
Well, actually, we're gonna leave the horses behind. Oh, I only have one.
What are you doing? What are you thinking?
Hal,
Yes.
can you create a disc for us?
Sure.
Drop a horse on her head.
Margarine,
Yes.
we need about 10 minutes. I know it's going to put us a little bit behind, but you can hang on to the disc. I can let Hal and I fly, and we can try and catch up faster. Quietly. The disc will follow him, as long as you hang on and don't fall off.
Make a persuasion check.
Not a strong suit. Oh, fuck! A strong suit! Natural 20!
What is with you in natural 20?
I don't know!
Too soon.
Good, because my
Fine by me.
persuasion is 0! It's a 20!
Normally I would advise against this, but this makes sense. You have my trust for now. We'll see see if this works or not. So she jumps on. Cool.
So
All
I
right.
will use a 4th level spell once he finishes creating the disc, and everyone is ready, and give Halsterian and myself fly for an hour. Or not an hour, for 10 minutes.
Good. Good. So with Margarine on top, she's pointing out the direction where to go, following the trails. A lot of the leaves have started to fall, and the reds and the yellows are definitely coming in. But this forest seems to have a lot of red maples and red oaks in them. So all the tree colorings at this time of year start coming into a very, very deep red, almost crimson like. But you're still being able to follow along the trail. She points you out in the right direction. How else would you guys help try to assist her?
At this point, I would be trying to see if I can see Aizana just far ahead.
Okay. Make a perception check then. Or yeah, perception.
All right. Uh, 19.
You keep an ever vigilant eye out, and with the tracking, you notice that there are a bunch of. You notice that there seems to be a lot of streams and like natural foliage. Given that you have been around since you're basically the great grandson of an aristocrat, you've been around horses for a long time, and you notice that a lot of the foliage in the area are actually quite like even though they're starting to decay and die off, there's a lot of nutritious plants for horses or any sort of plant eaters to eat. So you think, okay, anything along the riverside would probably help, like one, feed the horse, but two, probably keep up with the tracking. Mark that as a success.
All right.
A couple of hours go by. Couple hours go by and the sun is starting to set very deeply. It's almost like between a half hour to 20 minutes till sundown. Margarine is looking. A lot of this is starting to get real close. This blood is fresh. These tracks look to be they seem to be very haggard. We're very close. Looks like.
We sit down and take a look around, or keep heading forward as we fly?
I think we should head forward. Keep following.
Very good.
For another slot for another fly.
Keep flying around. You start noticing a bunch of old elvish looking ruins that have been vine rooted over, moss covered. See what seems to be an old stair set and an old wall holding up a whole it's like a wall that's holding up a mound of dirt, kind of like the classic homes.
Does
Uh,
it look structured? Structured. Intact enough to create a hiding place of some shelter?
a lot of it seems to be very bare bones. It's like what may have been a pillar in a home, but like the cobblestone that were still there, or any of the laid down laid down tracks or stonework still kind of exists, but you very much have stumbled onto what looks to be older, a very old spot that has been long forgotten. Here off in the background.
Has this been beyond 10 minutes again?
At this point, no, you're still kind of still hovering.
Okay.
You're coming up on like minute 9.
Okay. So I'm gonna motion to them to quietly go lower and try to keep closer to the ground and keep an eye out to see if we can find her quietly.
For you guys. Go to roll 20. In this everlasting glade, you see the sun setting over the deep crimson reds.
What?
Hmm.
Oh man, it's pretty.
As you're looking over, you hear the nightmare drinking from the water.
Hmm. We hear the nightmare. We don't see or hear her.
No. You hear heavy breathing.
Hmm.
Coming from the same direction as the nightmare.
General vicinity. It's very faint. I'd like for you guys to make perception checks.
Well, there's the balance. That's a total of 5 with a natural 1.
All right. I got a 12.
Got a 12. I mean, it's within the direction, but you don't know. You can't immediately see. Yeah, you don't immediately see Izana. All you see is the nightmare. I'd like you guys to make a stealth check, please.
Mm-hmm.
That's better.
That's not.
Much better. 21.
Yeah.
Three.
Madrain did pretty good. 3. Halsterian, oh man. you balance out. As you're walking, hear the nightmare. Look up and ears right in your direction. It spotted you.
I'm gonna motion to Hal and just send a chromatic orb straight at the thing.
Right. What is that? Make an attack roll, or do I gotta
Attack
make a
roll.
dex? Okay, make an
So
attack roll.
I'm gonna
And
throw.
what's the range on that?
It is 90 feet.
Okay, yeah, you should well within.
Oh, hopefully that hits. It's a Plus 8, 19 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
3rd level acid damage orb. Which
Okay.
is 5d. Wow, that was terrible. 11 whole damage.
Oh, buddy.
Whoa.
You throw this chromatic orb at the nightmare. As it does, it pierces the side. You see this thing is already hurting pretty good as well. You hear the whinny. You hear the whinny. As you do that, you see it run off into the direction.
I will follow.
As you do. River Gang.
Ah,
Boom.
That's us.
Surprise, motherfucker. So,
no.
as has been. Whoop,
Meanwhile,
hold on. Meanwhile.
Meanwhile.
Legion of Doom.
So we're going to go under the pretense that a round of combat has gone by.
remember Buddy's killing his own guys.
Yep. Like, yep, we're doing.
Oh,
Oh,
oh no.
the interwebs.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no. Hello.
We lost you.
If you're
We
frozen
win.
DM,
Yes!
We win.
That's how this works.
You get
Totally.
the ambulance.
Game
A
of
girl,
players win.
friend shows up all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And that party you ever was talking about
Wow.
takes off
Oh,
again.
he's back.
He's back, guys, he's back.
Wow.
Oh, well,
The funny thing is, I could hear all of that.
Oh.
You guys just
Oh.
froze.
Oh,
Uh,
oh.
If your frozen
I
DM
mean, you
lasts for
are-
longer than 3 hours, please consult your local apothecary.
So, a barrage of cannon fire had come through and taken out my router.
those 2 stray cannonballs that traveled across the land broke the 4th wall.
A barrage of cannon fire had come through and it hit the orcs. You guys had seemingly gotten around the corner enough to not have been affected by it. The guards had moved up and into position. Oops. Jesus. When I want to go for a dragon, I drag. And a couple more come up and behind. You guys decided to take a couple seconds just to breathe and rest and let
There you go.
greater
It's-
forces lie. With that, the barrage is done. Splin!
Yeah. Yeah, you probably use some nasty poison on me. I don't like that. How dare you do something that's not good for me? I'm going to attack. 18
You've got-
plus 8.
That'll hit.
26.
West Fanny voice coming out with
It's 26. I'm here to fuck your shit up. Okay.
So, okay. It's a 5 plus a 4 plus a 3. So that's a 12 damage.
That's 12 damage.
Okay.
That's my first attack.
Yep.
And then for my second attack, I'm taking the war pick and hitting him. So with that's 16 plus a 8.
That'll hit.
24. Okay. Ugh, that's an 8 plus a 4. There's a 12 plus a 3. 15 damage.
Nice. Hold on, there's some math going on here. Gotta use my brain. My brain, I mean the computer.
Not math.
My greatest foe.
15 and a 12.
Numbers.
27.
Yep. Wait.
And then
Oh, for the third attack?
a third attack. I'm gonna roll for a third attack now.
Okay.
My bonus action.
Your boner action.
Boner action.
Take erection to that.
As a 18 hit.
That will hit.
Okay.
You recognize that he's not amply armored.
That's his fault.
Yeah.
He has that fine cashmere.
Yeah. 5 damage plus rage damage. So 8 damage.
Don't damage the cashmere.
The what?
The cashmere.
All right, with that, one hits to the side, another hit, you hit him in the leg, and the pick, bang, right down into the foot.
Like your toes.
Right down into the foot. You hear him screaming in pain, the blood welling and swelling everywhere. He is really, really hurt.
Give me that.
Yep. And with that, that is your turn. That will now be the chieftain's turn. He'll make an attack.
One beat
Uh,
behind.
yeah, so, okay.
Swing, bada, swing.
Okay, so with Crown of Madness, is it just an attack action, or he still has full faculties over his abilities?
I think it is. The charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose.
Got it. Okay, so with its bonus action, it is going to just scream out in an orcish fury, and you hear the response call from the orcs around him.
Yeah, well, I didn't say to do that.
And now he's going to make an attack, which then turns around and hits the other one. Which was an 18.
Rallies
Natural
morale
18.
and then slams.
It's so confusing for the horse. They're like, what the?
Oh, fuck him up, boys!
Sharp for that one.
Starting a life and death mosh pit when nobody else is expecting it.
These guards have just run in and watched this guy rage.
He rage slash one of his boys.
What?
Fuck, that's when I roll a 12 on the die.
Aw.
Oh.
It turns around, and the worst part is he gets a +8. Or not a +8, a D8 added to the roll. So he does that. Overhand strikes, cleaves the orc right behind him. About halfway through.
That is exactly what I wanted.
Yep. Nice work.
Zoinks.
Yeah. All in the dice book.
Which then he's going to attack again because he's got multi-attack. Which one is he going for?
The one that attacked me.
Okay, so he's gonna take that, try and twist the blade, screams right through, and as he does, the orc sees the attack coming, grabs the hand.
What the fuck are you doing?
And that'll be his turn.
He can make a wisdom saving throw at this point.
That's a natural 20.
Oh.
Rough
It's better that he
translation.
realizes.
Yeah.
Rough
Dude.
translate.
Dude, indeed.
I'm still just
As that
sitting around the
happens,
corner.
the crown of thorns start to wither. Pop right off. That is that turn. Okay. Ymir.
Yep. Guess I got to do things now. Let's do.
Do it again.
Another crown.
I don't know. Can
All
I
the
do that?
madness.
Is that how this works?
Mm.
I think it is actually.
Good job for getting free again.
That was good, but it could be better. Um, let's. Do we want? I'm going to run. So 1, 2, 3, 25. So I can go there. And then can I? Is that range for? Are you good?
Shit.
Am I 30 feet away from Gerlin? Like that's 30 feet, right?
Let's say 30 feet is the square the spleen is on.
Oh, did me dirty. Fine. Hmm. Then I'm going to, I guess, Crown of Madness the same guy then.
Okay. He's gonna make a saving throw. Yeah, that fails.
Good. Good.
Yes! No!
Oh, he is not having a good day.
Serves him right for hitting me twice. That hurt.
The crown
And
tree
I
shit.
guess that's the end of my turn. I just
Alrighty.
went into the middle of the alley for no reason. Like, oh.
I'm in danger.
Diamondback.
Danger.
All right. Well, gonna 5, and I'm gonna see that the orcs are well in hand. 15, 25. I'm going to look at Spleen, who I can see took some nasty poisonous hits, and strum out on my lute a little bit of a tune, and I'll just say to her, "All right, so he's got some fancy swords for a third level
God.
healing word."
Oh.
You know what's coming, and it's brilliant. So yeah, third level healing word. That is 3d4 plus 4 or plus 5. Sorry. All right, you got 10 HP back, Spleen,
You.
and then I'm going to deliver the punchline by turning to Gelvin and going, "That don't impress me much. Yeah, you got the blades, but have you got the touch? Now, don't get me wrong, yeah, you gave us a fright, but that won't save your life in the middle of this fight. That don't impress me much." For another
Alright.
vicious mockery, DC 17 wisdom save.
Yeah.
Die do I want to use?
How do you like
That's
that,
good.
Barnum?
That is a 19. Natural
Ah,
19.
damn.
Aw.
He's not a Shania fan.
I am a huge lion, so I was like,
As soon as you said the first words, I'm like,
yeah.
By becoming that predictable.
All right.
Oh, my face hurts from smiling.
Ah, shit. Well, worth a shot. Have to bring that one back sometime.
All
And
right,
I'll
what you
just
got?
close up with Yimmer, and that's me.
Wait, so the Vicious Mockery does not... If it succeeds, it does not damage.
Yeah, basically, it's just a cantrip, so it either works or it don't.
Unless you're me, in which case your cantrips can still do damage.
Oh, well.
Because
lucky
School
for
of
you, sir.
Evocation.
Well, now it is the orc's turn. Their turn to see that their chieftain is attacking them, but they notice that the... What?
No, go ahead. I didn't want to interrupt.
But seeing as there's human foes in front of them, they're going for the attacks. That's D12. They're going for the hits, and they glance right off the armor. They can't really move forward because they're already harried. Or they could, but they're not gonna do that. With that, Gardam's turn. Extremely bloodied, he looks up. To the death. That'll be a 17.
That's not hit.
Does not hit.
Mm-mm.
Going for a second attack. That's a 22.
That hits.
Make a Constitution saving throw, my please.
Okay. Ooh.
That'll be 4 piercing damage.
22.
That'll succeed.
So 4 piercing, so 2 damage there. God, the sound is so satisfying, but so terrifying at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a 6, 6, 6, 6, 2, 4, 1.
Your calculator, my man, my dude.
So that's 24, 30, 31 points of damage, halved 15 poison.
Sheesh.
Wow.
Ow!
So
Ow.
it seems like a good time to say what I got excited about. A wild Breck has appeared with a party boon, and apparently luck for Spleen, Howard, and Yimmer so far.
Hooray!
With that,
Aw.
Hi, Breck. Thank you.
Gardam's gonna look up. But death comes when it does. He's gonna take his bonus action to disengage.
Fuckery.
You dare super run away.
Sentinel?
Disengage.
Sentinel
Gets away
doesn't
from the
care
reaction.
about disengage.
Oh. Yeah.
Sentinel
Even
is...
Creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage action.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, you picked up
Crazy.
Sentinel?
Yeah.
She was
did it.
contemplating between that one and
Mage Slayer.
Yeah. Because
Got it.
how dare you
Roll
run
for
away
it.
from me?
Okay.
Yeah.
she doesn't care about the rest of the party being, focused on, but how dare you not focus on me?
I got a nut 20.
Oh my god.
Kill him dead.
Well, that means several things. Okay. Because I got brutal critical as well.
Oh shit, yeah, level
Put
9.
a Fury of the Small while you're at it.
So, I am going to put Fury of the Small. That's actually 9 damage. So, okay. So I rolled damage twice. Is that right? Or double it. So 4.
The way I've always done it was whatever was rolled, you double.
Okay. Rolled was doubled. So,
Yeah.
and then I get an extra damage die. Well, so what's rolled? So I rolled a total of 11. So it's 22 base plus 4. So it's 26
Mhm.
plus 3 from rage is 29
Then
plus
the
9 is 38 damage.
Okay. He had 1 health.
Damn!
Finish
Damn!
him.
Spleen with the
There is no,
overkill!
there ain't no kill like overkill.
Oh!
Yeah, like, here's the thing. I was like, do I say it now? I'm like, no. This is a beautiful moment.
No,
Gotta let
no.
you just enjoy it.
Just, yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see. When he starts to back up or seem like he's turning, I'm going to grab that nice cashmere and yank him back while also swinging forward. So it's just like a slam of the axe going into like his collarbone and neck, just bringing him down and in. Just slash, a powerful slash.
You do that. Pull him down. As the axe enters into the clavicle, it goes in and it starts digging deeper and deeper. And it's not like a quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh no, JT!
What a beautiful freeze frame.
Oh
though.
my god, that is a
Yeah.
beautiful freeze frame. Oh.
Yeah, that's a war face right there.
Oh
Also just-
man.
Based on this description, I am going to cover Yimmer's eyes.
Yeah, because just holding the axe and just pushing it
Oh
Down.
man.
Brilliant.
down. Don't run from me. I have abandonment issues.
Gently.
Exactly the reason you took the beat.
No,
How fitting.
don't leave me.
There we
Welcome
go.
back.
You're back.
Yeah,
I missed you.
I remember. I heard it. I still heard.
Yes.
Oh.
I was hoping you heard everything again.
Yes.
So the audio worked pretty damn good. So I think I may either need to restart my computer when this is all said and done. But so where did you hear? What was the last thing you heard?
I hit into the
Down.
clavicle and it digs and it's going slow. It's not quick, but it's a slow, and then you went.
It's a slow burn pushing down the seething hatred and pure disdain you have for this particular half orc. It is a artistic display of gruesomeality.
Yay.
You
Nice.
see the life in his eyes just fade away. He couldn't even bring himself to scream with the sheer amount of pain that you just inflicted
Yeah.
upon him.
Mhm.
With that,
Gurash, bless me today.
Rumesh, the guards come up and in. They start taking out these orcs. Left, right, start cutting them down. As that happens, you guys turn around and you look to see upon the bay as a ship submerges from in between the galleon and the bark, covered in huge tree thatching. The vines twisted, creating what seems to be a submersible, opens up, and as it does, you see a sail shoot up, fold down. As this happens, you look upon the waves as as the water starts beginning to part, lift right up, and in a tidal wave, push the galleon and the bark aside. I
I'm
would
gonna
like
guess they're on their side or our side.
Diamondback. I would like for you to make a history check.
All right.
I'm
Expertise
freaking-
don't fail me.
What
or
is
Jack and
that?
trades don't fail me now. 13.
Got a
13.
point of luck, right?
I already used my my boon. I don't think I got luck yet.
Oh no, you did.
Uh.
Hal and you both did. Sorry.
Oh.
The finisher was happening and I didn't want to interrupt.
Well, it's near enough to 10, so. Not 20? 23?
Oh fuck!
Diamondback, you look up. That's the Ocean's Grace, the flagship of the Falskallan Navy. You hear the guards look. Emerald Envy is here! Ha!
Yeah, definitely on our side. I'll be damned.
Howard, Halsterian. You guys move closer. You see the nightmares curve its way around the tree. You get the fly had just ended. You're on your feet now.
I'm going to pursue.
Mm-hmm.
Start pursuing, and as sorry.
You go ahead.
No. You move. As you round the corner, you see Izana Ravenford, but she's laying down, her body just half on the tree, and you hear her breathing hard. Just she looks absolutely brutalized. She's bleeding out and looks out. So, how to finish me off, are you? See the nightmare just nuzzling her.
Certainly earned it.
Well, I'm fucking here. Do it.
I would like to do something very off the books. I am going to. Let's see, what's the range on this? Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to hold out my arm, let black tendrils of energy come off of my fingers, and I'm going to attempt to cast Dance Macabre on her.
Explain.
I'm summoning a skeleton out of her.
You're taking her skeleton out of her.
Yes.
Oh.
I love you. That is amazing.
On today's episode of How Fucked Up Is That?
I was wondering when we'd see some more attempt at magical fuckery to push the bounds of our magical magic
Your
beyond what
skeleton.
they're normally meant to do.
Okay, so what has got to do? What have I got to do?
Well, that's the thing. That's kind of up to you, because with this, the reason it's off the books is this is supposed to just be a concentration spell against a corpse. There is no save. And I figured she's hurt enough. See what happens.
Necrodancer time.
Oh no.
You start
saying it's
You start summoning the dark entity, the powers that had come from your grandfather out. These black tendrils leaping, wisping off of your hands, attaching to her corpse. And nothing happens. There's still life upon this body.
Well then. And I assume that's still put in the spell slot.
Oh yes. A failed spell is still a slot burned.
You've used that
She
spell
starts-
in front of me before, right?
Starts laughing.
You've used that spell in front of me before, right?
No, I have not.
You're all fucked. You're,
Why is that?
you're all fucked. Oh, oh, they've been playing you the whole fucking time.
Maybe. But we're catching up. And I was hoping to save this for Spleen, but I'm gonna draw my sword and slice open a rift in reality and step through. And I'm going to use Steel Wind Strike to strike both her and the horse at the same time.
Okay. So you're making a spell attack or a spell weapon attack?
Yes, it is a 5th
Okay.
level spell. I can choose up to 5 creatures in range that I can see.
Sorry, Halcyon, you're getting it.
And essentially teleport to each one, make a strike, and then end teleporting to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of one of the targets that were hit or missed.
Okay. Well, make your attacks then.
That one is
Make it at advantage.
8. Okay.
She is technically prone, and if you're making a melee attack against her,
21 against her.
yeah, well, that definitely hits.
Is right. Yeah, there it is. And 22 against the horse.
22 against the horse. Yep, that hits.
And it's 6d10 force damage to each of them.
Whoa!
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
Okay.
It's a 5th level spell. I was
Really
saving this for so long. There's 4, 10.
So was Dense Macabre, but yours actually does something.
Oh,
Luckily,
in due time.
I only have one of those. You don't.
Hmm.
Like the
This
skeleton coming out of
20,
the body, almost like somebody jumping out of a cake. Just
29.
Not the kind of boner I was expecting tonight.
34 damage to one of them. Doop, doop, doop. Uh, 38 damage to the other.
38 to the other. With the wind blade striking down and through. Howard, I'd like for you to finish.
Just gotta, cleanly cleave off the head of each of them as I reach out through the rift and then step out in between the two.
In a very Japanese style way, where one quick strike, I see it as like a silhouette off into the background. Hear the cry of the horse, but you hear just the last laugh of Aizana as the head is severed from the body and rolls off. With that, I'm going to end tonight's session.
we survived.
Holy crap. We split the party and it worked.
Yeah! Yeah!
I would like to thank everybody for staying out tonight and coming back. And I missed all of y'all. Thank you, Breck, for coming in. Otter for doing her thing. Queen of Shadows, if you're still around, thank you so much for stopping by. And of course, Trail. I love you, buddy. Hope you're doing good. By the way, there is a party appreciation.
Yes.
It's true.
So
Yeah.
let's get this going.
Okay.
Let's make it quick. I'm tired.
You tired?
I'm
Okay.
tired.
Wait. Okay.
Good on my monitor.
We're just gonna start around here and work our way around. Okay, so yeah, bad juju. So you've been a pleasure to play with, and seeing you really enjoy this character and kind of break it away, and kind of finding your style is pretty awesome. And you pair it off with like Hal and play with you in other games as well. And especially that one shot or two shot really was really cool. And seeing that character, which I'm going to speak a lot about that because all y'all here, I really love that experience. Steve! So you're also a pleasure to play with, and I love Halsterian so much. And I wish that skeleton thing worked out because that's freaking awesome. And I really hope you keep a hold of that idea to bring it back because that is just disgusting. And I love that. And I feel like only you would think of that. That is so creative. And I love it so much. And I'm so curious about how your magic is going to progress because it's really original for the way you're doing Warlock. It's really cool. I love it. Hey, Tom. I don't even know what to say, dude. You surprise me and amaze me every single time in the games. You always like bring out these great song ideas. You're like perfect bard, top-notch player. Even in the one shot, really cool character. You always have these great concepts and your accents, the way you just flow into your character is natural. And it's also natural to play with you as well. It's easy. And same with Yimmer. We got Matt over here with Yimmer, which is my like chaos twin. It's just a great character to play with, and you just bring this like breath of fresh air to the table. Oh, table. This game.
It's a table. It's a
Yeah.
table.
And also your sense of like comedy and just this natural wit to you is phenomenal, and it just makes me smile and makes everybody else smile. It's amazing. I love it so much. I look forward to sessions with you all the time. JT, you little turd. Even when you are tired and you're just like, oh, can't find words. It's just like it's still an amazing experience, and it's still just this beautifully orchestrated story every single time. Like your worst is still amazing, and there's never a worst really. Like every single time is magical, and you should have some more faith in yourself, really, because we have so much faith in you, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm seeing your progression. Like every session, you're bringing something amazing every single time. You know what you're doing. You're badass. So
Thank you.
keep going. Keep torturing us and keep rewarding us.
Yes. It was about time you guys got a win on that one. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Spleen. Thank you, Given.
Oh.
Oh, JT, you received a party appreciation to.
Oh shit.
Wait, did he freeze in that position?
Yes, he did.
Oh my god!
That's a good excuse.
Yo, that
That
is a fantastic pose.
Yep.
I know. He is tired and talk it out.
Yep.
Should we
Might
say
have-
for
That
the
is-
next session then?
Such a happy, satisfied pose.
I know. He would usually say, "It's still a pandemic going
Oh,
on,
Steve
you
beat me
guys.
to it.
Yeah.
Social distance. Wear masks. Wash your hands. Be kind to each other."
Yep.
As he would say. He's back.
He's
okay. Now say the last part, JT. You have to say
Okay,
it.
next round.
Oh, he froze so fast.
Boy.
What the hell is happening with my internet?
You froze again right as you made that face. Oh my
Your Wi-Fi is
god.
haunted.
It's like if you guys are not saving these photos, I don't
Oh,
know.
oh,
I
oh,
was
check out the
just too
Discord.
slow for that one. But the
Yeah.
streams are recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh my god. What
face
beautiful
hurts.
timing. Your internet was like, this has to happen. I'm sorry.
I have to pose as if my internet is going to freeze on me.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You just gotta fit it. You just gotta finish us off with the last line.
Do you dare to imagine?
Good
That's a
night.
All right, have a good night. Get out of here.
Good night, everybody.